right now at game time, and a huge game for both clubs tonight. North is at 2-4, and Mahtomedi is at 3-3. Henry Sibley leads the conference at 6-0. St. Paul is 4-2. St. Thomas Academy 3-3. Mahtomedi 3-3. Tartan's also at 3-3. Sibley is at 2-4. Northside is at 2-4, and Richfield is winless at 0-6. And North finishes with Richfield next week. So with the win tonight, they should go in at 4-4.
Should end up, yeah, at 500 for the season.
Mahtomedi also, trying to get to at least clinching a 500 record with a win tonight. Mahtomedi has won the toss, and they are going to defer to the second half and kick it away to the Polars here to start the game. It's like number 9, and that is Brian Christian. We're underway. And a booming kick, and it's going to be a touchback right to start. Good kick.
Great kick.
Brian Christian.
They'll get that at the 20. Bringing on the North St. Paul Polars offense.
First time, they got to go 80 yards for a touchdown.
We talked to Coach Jim Hansa at the start of the game, before the game, and he said that his primary concern today is going to be with running. He wants to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
And number 7, Brandon Johnson. Nothing up the middle, about 2 yards maybe.
Well, he was telling the truth. Right up the gut, first play.
Absolutely. Smash Mellow football. No jokes about this. Coming right at you. And I'll give him about 3 yards. Brandon Johnson. Nobody in the backfield. Quick hit right up the middle.
Oh.
Nope.
Nothing to do it. Oh, tried a little spin move. Number 41.
It's a 7-yard loss.
Number 41, Travis Jackson.
Travis Jackson.
Nice little spin move, but he couldn't get away from the defense.
Travis Jackson is going to get adjusted the carries for the Polars. And he lost some yards there, about 6-yard loss. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 now. Kind of a unique formation there, Dan.
Yeah, they're on their knees.
3rd down and 13. Key play here early for the Polars. In motion. And Destiny Jackson
like
again, he's going to get cut down.
Nothing.
Right back to the line of scrimmage at best.
Coach Hansa said his plan was to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, and hopefully the team's stamina could outlast the Mahtomedi's stamina. But
well, good
so far in this first drive.
Good stand for Mahtomedi. 3 rushes for negative 3 yards. And let's see the first look here at the punt for the Polars. Who will kick the ball away for the Polars? It looks like number 8, and that is Robert Rostron. He is a junior, 6-footer, 200 pounds, and he gets it away. A good booming kick. Back into Zephyr territory, and he's going to bounce
over the head of number 21.
He retrieves it.
Over the head of Nick Bartholomew, who's
25-yard line. He's hauled down there, but he's going to get hauled down by that face mask, and that's going to be, I don't know if they'll call it a 5-yarder or a 15-yarder, but a good kick by Rostron. Unofficially a 58-yard punt.
Wow. He's got a leg on him. They have him listed as tight end also.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a strong guy.
Plays defensive line and tight end. And good coverage there. And they'll call it a 5-yard face mask, so incidental.
One thing I'm noticing off the bat is the Polars' defensive line looks much bigger than Mahtomedi's offensive line.
Definitely. Is it Chris Flom? Nothing up the middle. Kevin Bogle. Kevin Bogle is the quarterback for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. And they'll give him a gain of a yard or so there. Out across the 30 to the 31. And Bogle back to pass. Plenty of time. Got a
Little bit
wide
of rush.
receiver, but he overshot him. It's number 12. And that's
He
Carl
overthrew
Smith.
that about 10 yards.
Yeah, he got a little excited there. He saw Carl Smith streaking down. He had him beat by a step and a half. And Carl is his primary receiver.
Zephyrs head coach Wally Malmstrom also said that he's going to run the ball a lot, but he's not afraid to pass. Saw one right out of the gates there.
Kevin Bogle's had a decent year so far throwing the ball. He's at 28 for 62 for 509 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. And 3rd and 9. Both teams looking to stand defensively in the first series. And here's a pitch. Nothing
nice
doing.
tackle. Nice tackle by number 36.
About a 3-yard gain.
That'd be
Marco
Bill Ryan.
Zitzer. Who's on the tackle?
36, Bill Ryan.
Okay. Ball carrier was
Wrapped
Marco
him up.
Zitzer. Gain of about 3, but they're going to have to punt the ball away. And we'll give him 2 yards on the carry. So 4th down and 7. And Christian boomed it on the kickoff. Let's see if he can boom it on the punt. There's a snap, good snap. Christian gets it off.
Not a bad
Wobbly.
kick.
Good bounce. Angled out to the 26-yard line, picked up.
Oh.
And a
couple
nice
of missed
return out
tackles.
to the 42-yard line by Riley Adams, about a 16-yard return. Good job getting the angle on that, cutting it off, and bursting for 16 yards.
Yeah, that was a wobbly kick. It was a nice job by him picking it up. Still taking it for a gain.
So both teams have stood defensively. 3:48 into the game. Here, 8:12 to go in the opening quarter. Scoreless here at Polar Field. See the Polars can maybe get something going with the pass here. Pitch outside. And he's got
nice
some room.
move outside.
There's Jackson for a first down.
Nice little run, Jackson. Not a big guy. Real stocky, low to the ground. Gets the job done.
Nice run. Give about 12 yards.
If you take the Zephyrs defensive line and put it up against the Polars defensive line, I think they're even bigger than the Polars.
Yeah, definitely.
Big boys.
46-yard line. And moving in. Just keeps on churning. Gets about a 5-yard run there. That looks like number 39.
Isaiah Lowe.
Isaiah Lowe. He keeps his low to the ground, 5'11", 215. He's a sophomore. Sophomore linebacker and running back.
Yeah, Coach Hansa for the Polars said his team is very, very young. They have 11 seniors, which isn't very many.
It's a promising sign, though. Yeah, you're still
in the years to come. Absolutely.
Even this year is not over. 2-4. Could get a couple wins here. In motion is Jack.
Fumble.
And the Polars will regain it at the 45-yard line.
Brandon Johnson recovered.
3-yard loss will be 3rd down and 9. Fortunate to get that ball back there, Dan.
It's one of those things you don't like to see as a coach. You never want to see a fumble.
Especially
But he did a
when you
good
had,
job recovering.
He had Jackson for some open yards there on the pitch, but you're just fortunate to get the ball back. It's 3rd and 9. He's got a couple cracks at it, a couple wideouts. 48.
Whoa.
And 39 is Isaiah Lowe for getting a couple yards.
Johnson got rid of the ball early, but was smacked down.
And some time for some trickery on that, Dan, here at 4th and 7, or do you punt the ball away?
No, I see him punting.
Okay.
4th and 9. Where are we at?
And looks like they will punt
4th and 2.
with Robert Rostron. Had a booming punt the first time. He does the same this time. He'll be in the end zone, so he's going to try to bottle that one a little bit. And Rostron, plenty of time, angles it out. And
That's
it's
going to
be
go out of bounds.
See what they mark it. And at about the 17-yard line. No, looks like more like about the 15 and a half,
16, 17.
So good angling punt there by Rostron. About a 28-yard punt. So got a 58-yarder and a 28-yarder. 43-yard clip. we're halfway through the opening quarter here. 0-0. See if the Zephyrs can do anything the second time around with the ball.
A couple of punts for each of the teams.
Bogle. Handing off a couple yards.
Right about back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
I'm not seeing the yard markers very good here, folks. And they'll give him a yard gain on that. Out to about the 17-yard line. Bogle. Under center. There's a quick couple-yard burst.
Few yards.
Calling his own number.
Pretty good turnout for fans tonight. For both sides.
Definitely. I like to see this on a key game, kind of a rivalry here. North and Mahtomedi.
The weather was probably a nice, pleasant surprise for both sides. Ah, why not? We'll come out to a football game. A great one. Hopefully it will be.
For the Polars in your case.
For the Polars, yes. My alma mater.
And a third down here. Bogle calling his own number again. He's going to be close. And looks like he did get it. So he just burst up for about 6 yards there. Bill Ryan on the stop. A couple tackles for him. Bogle, last two runs, right up the middle. Quick hit. Marco Zitzer getting the ball carrier. 5'7", he goes by, and 150 pounds.
Another small guy. Coaches like the smaller backs. They can squeeze through smaller holes.
Yep.
And if you're tough, that helps too.
Sure he is. Carrying from Mahtomedi. He gets adjusted their carries. And here we go. Bogle.
Another run right up the middle. Nothing doing.
There is. Has anyone attempted a pass yet, Dan?
One pass. Mahtomedi.
Oh, yeah, they intended for Carl Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. Bogle threw it about 10 yards over his head.
Another key player. North St. Paul trying to shut him down and get the ball back around their own 30, 35-yard line. Work with a shorter field here.
3rd and 5. I think we might see a pass play here.
9 minutes into the ball game, 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. We are scoreless here on On Location TV 19. And Bogle. And there's
it's complete.
Complete.
Is it?
No, they're going to call it incomplete, and a flag on the play. So let's see what the flag is. Obviously, if it's on the Zephyrs, the Polars will decline and most likely get the ball back on the punt. And looks like North is signifying that it's going to be on. Illegal man downfield on the Zephyrs. As inexcusable, Dan.
You can't have that. That's just a mental error. You can't have the mental errors.
You know you're a lineman.
Kill a team.
You know you're a lineman. You know you're not supposed to pass the line of scrimmage on a pass play.
Ordinarily, linemen can't even get down past the line of scrimmage that fast.
Yeah, correct. So they lose it down on that, and they'll have to probably punt it away. Back number 11 for the Polars. Again, Riley Adams had a nice punt return last time for 16 yards. I'd like to try to better that here.
High snap.
And throughout the house, and a one-hopper to Riley. He got it at about the 27. He's got some room here near side.
Past the 40.
He's cutting back, and he'll be stuffed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Nice 18-yard return for Riley Adams.
Not bad. That's got to shift the momentum to the Polars here. See if they can't do something offensively.
So, Dan, I'm going to do the math again on you. Two returns for 34 yards. It's a 17-yard clip.
That is. Absolutely. You're much better with the arithmetic than I.
And they kind of missed him by about a yard on that. I saw him run out of bounds about the 45.5. So that would be my first question of the night. Here comes Jackson. Spinning for about 2. And we're rolling at 2:15 to go in the opening quarter. 0-0.
Hansa says he's going to run the ball. See what he does here. 2nd and 9.
And what do you know?
Right up the middle. Oh, and he's got some room to go.
He's got a different running back in there now. That's Tim Daniels. He's the only two-way starter for the Polars. Number 21.
Coach Hansa was saying he doesn't have a premier back, so they have a system similar to what the Vikings have. They have about 6 different backs that they'll rotate in and out.
3rd and 4. First score could be a big one, Dan. See if they get one going here.
Well, they're going to need a first down here to get some momentum, and there it is.
There it is, a first down. They're going back-to-back runs with Daniels. And Daniels works out. First down at the 42-yard line, 42.5-yard line. What a 7-yard run.
You're the number guy. How many first downs have we had in the game so far? Is that the first one?
No, we've had a couple.
Oh, okay. Nice concession stand downstairs. I chewing on a hot dog.
Good turnout here for the Polars tonight. As well, you see the Zephyr fans across the way. And a quick hit up the middle. Didn't think it was going to work, but it does work for about 5 yards.
He's a slippery little guy.
And Daniels again.
I like it.
So Daniels got about 18 yards the last 3 carries.
Not bad. Not bad with the math.
After not seeing the ball, it was primarily Jackson with the ball. And now they're switching up here a little bit. In the last minute of the first quarter. Slow developing play. And it's not going to work, folks.
It was a fake pitch that fooled no one.
Yeah, the quick hits up the middle. You got to bounce them outside. You can't be so similar every play.
Right. Polars head coach is a pretty conservative play caller. I think they're going to stick primarily to running the ball. We'll see a couple of passes short.
And a key 3rd down here as the first quarter is expiring. And it's the last play of the first quarter. And he's going to get away. Daniels does, but he got launched at about the 37, about a 3-yard gain. And this is a good decision time right now. At the end of the first quarter, we are at 0-0 on the board. And it'll be about 4th down and about 4 upcoming for the Polars when the second quarter begins. We'll be right back on Location TV 19 after these messages. And we are back here. Welcome back. Second quarter just underway. And it
started off with a punt.
Punt looks like a fair catch signal. And it is.
Fair caught at about the 15, it looks like.
Down inside the 10 and about the 7-yard line. Yeah, the Cardinal sin is fair catching the ball, or even catching the ball inside the 10-yard line. And he fair catches at about the 6-yard line.
A lot of pressure coming at you. That's a tough call to make, especially for young kids.
Should I, shouldn't I? Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't.
11 guys coming at you, and you're going to get hit either way.
At least he didn't fumble.
Right. You don't want to fumble and have them score a touchdown.
And we were just updated. The Vikings are the Gophers. The Gophers and Michigan are scoreless. Just like this game here, folks. And nothing doing. Maybe 5. Bogle. Kevin Bogle, looks like the bread and butter. I'm off my yard marks there again. He burst for about 9 yards. It's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, not a bad run for him.
He's had a few of those 5-6 yard runs, and he busts off a 9-yarder there.
Probably see something up the gut here.
I would say. And a quick hit for a first down. Number 45 looks like a fullback, and that is Brad Markfort. Nope, that's the wrong team. Dusty Wall. Sorry about the names today, folks.
Sorry, Dusty.
Dusty, good quick hit, 5 yards. And a first down. Out across the 20. Approaching the 21. 1 minute into the second quarter. 0-0. Mahtomedi driving on their own 20-yard line. Not much going so far offensively. A couple quick 3 yards ahead. And Zitzer again will carry the ball. Marco Zitzer.
Marco Zitzer. Just sounds like a tough guy. Hard-nosed player.
I'll give him 4 yards. And he's going to call his own number, 1 step back, and draw did not work. Couple yard loss.
Defensive penetration just too much for the offensive line.
And nice sack for the Polars, stuffing them back. About a 2-yard loss.
We'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Adam Williams on the sackle. On the sackle.
That's the remix of the tackle.
3rd and 7 in motion. And Vogel's going to run it again. There's a penalty. Looks like probably a hold.
And there's a flag. All right. It's like they're pondering.
And the penalty's declined. Be 4th down, and Mahtomedi will punt it away deep in their own territory. So, good time for North to get some decent field position. Probably hoping to be right around midfield.
Right around midfield would be good for them. Hopefully they can move the ball a little bit better. Mix up their choice of play calling.
And Christian back to punt it away again. See if he can give it a good boot.
Riley Adams back to receive.
Riley is 2 for 2 on returns so far. Pretty good return. And that one is also returnable.
That's a
very good punt.
Kick. Wow.
Riley back around the 31-yard line. He's going to angle out near
nice
side again.
move.
And he's got another nice return out to the 42, 11-yard return for number 11, Riley Adams. The Polars will take over at the 42-yard line.
Not a bad punt. I'm impressed.
Retrieved back at the 31 and 19 and 26. About a 45-yard punt is what I got. And a 45-yarder on the fly like that is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was a great punt, but this still gives the Polars real good field position.
At the 42-yard line, 58 yards away from the first score of the ball game. And Brandon Johnson, the 5'10", 175-pound senior D-back and quarterback. Nothing up the middle there. Back to Jackson, Travis Jackson, and no gain.
We know Coach Hansa didn't lie to us.
Yeah.
Up the middle, up the middle, up the middle. Need a few pass plays in there to maybe mix it up a little bit, break it apart.
Definitely not sugarcoating anything. First score in this game could be very huge, and let's see if something works his way. Far side, Travis Jackson. Gets out near midfield at about the 49-yard line where it should be 3rd and 3.
It was a nice fake. He fooled even me.
Yeah. That was coming our way. Quick belly option, but first out with Travis Jackson, so they're kind of switching it up. Jackson, Daniels. Riley Adams averaging 15 yards a punt return. And right up the middle. Good quick run there. First down.
He got a little more this time. Wasn't bad. First down for the Polars.
nice, good solid run there, about a 7-yard run. Less than 8 minutes to go in the opening half. We are scoreless here at Polar Field. I'm Kyle Williams, alongside of Dan Riggs. Your announcers for tonight's ball game.
Tonight's ball game on a great night. Great night to be outside.
Probably the last day of our 80-degree weather.
Here we're going to see a rare pass.
First down at the 30-yard line.
Number 86. That's Ryan Nelson.
Ryan Nelson.
He's a sophomore.
He is 6'1" and 180 pounds.
Ran in between traffic. That was a nice pick. Nice catch.
And the first completion of the ball game, 14 yards hit to Ryan Nelson. North going to score on this one, Dan?
Well, they have their best shot so far this half. Oh.
Crawling for about 5 yards.
Yeah. You can see the dirt under his fingernails. Just
and that's back to Isaiah Lowe.
Every inch.
So a couple sophomores getting the ball here, driving the Polars down the field to the 25 on 2nd and 5. And Brandon Johnson.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Kyle.
Brandon Johnson. And about a yard gain back to Isaiah Lowe. Confusion there.
Confusion in the booth, confusion on the field.
All over the place, confusion.
No, it looks like they're putting together a pretty good drive here, the Polars are.
And chewing some clock. So the Zephyrs kind of interesting that they deferred right away. But it looking good right now if they can stand here.
We're going to see a run play or maybe a quick pass.
3rd and 4.
Oh.
And looks like he's going towards the end zone.
He's under pressure.
And it's wide open.
Wow,
and it's a touchdown.
wide open and a touchdown. Oh, my goodness.
And it's Brian Rode. He rode that one all over the end zone on a bomb from the quarterback, Brandon Johnson. 24-yard touchdown strike. And the first score of the game.
Johnson did a great job there. I mean, he was under pressure. I forget which number it was. He was coming at him. And he just had a nice spiral right there, right in his hands. The end zone.
6:03 to go in the opening half. 6-0 North, pending the extra point here. It will be 7-0.
And there's a flag on the play.
And it looks like an offsides on the Zephyrs, which might change the Polars' mind here. Maybe they'll go for 2. And what do you think, Dan?
Early in the game, you want the for sure points, but it's early enough in the game if they can get a little closer to the goal line.
And give your defense credit.
That's right, yeah.
They're pitching the shutout right now.
They are pitching a shutout. Looks like they will kick, though.
Yep.
Oh, it's a fake.
And a wide open, easy two-point conversion. Number 12 played the quarterback there.
I scratched my earlier comment.
Jake Bordeaux. He's a sophomore as well.
I scratched my earlier comment about Coach Hansa being a little conservative. That was a nice trick play there.
Very, very good play call. And it works, and Hans is clapping. He should be. And was that number 36 on the catch?
Number 36, Bill Ryan.
Bill Ryan, looks like it, yeah.
He's a junior.
So sophomores and juniors right now making the plays out here. And it's 8-0 Polars with 6:03 to go in the opening half. See what the Zephyrs draw up on the play board. See if they can counter that score with one of their own.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Polars needed, was to come out and score a touchdown. Mahtomedi, of course, you know, that might pump them up all the more. See what happens.
See if they switch up the play calling a little bit.
Yeah, they went with the pass, and, you know, it worked. Definitely paid off for them.
38 yards passing on that drive. And a touchdown for Ryan. No, it wasn't Ryan Nelson. He made the first catch, a 14-yarder, and the first down and the touchdown was to Brian Rode. He's a junior, 6'2", 185. And kicking the ball away now will be Kristen. No, that's not Kristen. It's number 6. That's
Number
Will
6 is
George.
Will
He's a
George.
kicker for these guys.
One of the few seniors on the team.
Will George is, check out his stats here quick. Will George has 10 of 12 on extra points, 2 of 2 on field goals for 16 points so far this season. Hasn't missed a field goal, and 10 of 12 on the PATs, and make that still 10 of 12 because they went for the 2-point conversion. 8-0, and here comes Will George and a squibber.
Squib kick.
And it's going to get...
Takes a nice Polar's bounce
and
off.
falls down at the 15-yard line.
Who's that, number 20?
He's got to be upset with himself. Nathan Calderon.
Just slipped.
And I was kind of wondering if he was going to field that one and let it go out of bounds.
Well, either way, you know, if he fields it, he has the opportunity to get a few yards if he's not afraid to take a couple of hits. Goes out of bounds, they take it at about the 15. And
if it goes out of bounds, they take it to 30.
The 30, right.
30 yards from the point where you kick off. In high school, they kick off from the 40. College, the 35. And then the NFL from the 30. And here we go.
Got the Cliff Notes rule book.
Bogle. And that's a
Wow.
nice run there.
Someone took a hit.
And back to Marco Zitzer. Got about 6. Tim Daniels on the stop, the only two-way starter for the Polars. Proved out to be a smart move by Hansa.
One thing I'm noticing about both teams is they're real physical. They're not afraid to hit one another. That's how balls pop out. You get turnovers, turn into points.
And it's a little easier when it's warm out like this. You know, it's normally cold in Minnesota, so
Right.
makes you a little more feisty.
It gets frigid outside. You don't want to really hit anyone that hard. Fingertips snap.
And a first down for the Zephyrs. And see what Robles is going to do here. Kevin Bogle. And a fumble. Looks like the Polars got it. And they do.
Number 40. Matt McQuiston.
Matt McQuiston. He's also a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
So the
Polars
sophomores
getting strong play from their sophomores tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Good work by the underclassmen. Saying, let's go, seniors. Let's do something here. Let's make a run at this conference. Playoff start here on the 21st, I believe. Pitch outside.
Number
Jackson
41.
got hit, but he keeps on going. Inside the 25, down to about the 24. About a 4-yard run.
He acted like it was a bug in his face, that hit. Trudged it off and kept trucking along.
.4:30 to go in the opening half. 8-0 Polars and driving here at the 24-yard line of the Zephyrs. And what do you know? There's a bread and butter play right off tackle for about 4 more, and it'll be about 3rd and 2.
Well, if they keep pounding it up the middle, bouncing out to the outside, they can set up that pass play again.
I believe that was Brad Markford on the ball, on the carry. 3rd and 2. Quick hit right up the middle. And there it is. Travis Jackson, first down and more. Spinning inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line.
He's got some nice moves out there. I like the way he runs. On the first down.
7-yard run there for Jackson. Had a nice game so far.
Mahtomedi's not careful. Polars could come away with a pretty big lead going into halftime.
And Dan, what would he draw up after the 14 anticipating a touchdown here? You kick the 1-pointer after that? Make it 15-0?
I think so. I think you try the 1-pointer. If they give you another penalty, then go for 2 again.
And that play should be blown dead, and it is. after about a 2-yard gain. And that was Tim Daniels on the carry.
Polars are practicing the snaps on the sideline. Will George practicing the kicks.
Matt Simonet on the tackle.
Time.
He's a sophomore. Big boy sophomore. 6 foot, 240 pounder, number 63 for the Zephyrs on the stop.
Pitch to the left.
And Jackson running far side. He's got some wheels. And he kind of lunged and leaped for the first, but he's a little bit shy. So it'd be 4th down.
Make it 4th down.
So now it's decision time. Do you kick the 3-pointer? Or do you go for the touchdown?
Looks like it's 4th down and a couple.
Well, it looks like we still got 3rd down. 3rd and 3. They kept the down on the board.
Looks like the scoreboard's off just a hair.
That's our excuse. And they're calling the number right at the quarterback, Brandon Johnson. And he appears to be shy by about 1.5 yards. Brandon Johnson, the ball carrier, the quarterback. Chuck Hunter on the stop.
Brings up 4th and 3.
Chuck Hunter is a big boy. He's a junior, 6'2", 332 is what he's listed as.
Yeah, there's a lot of big players on the Polars team.
And a timeout here on the field. Charge
by
to
the Polars.
The Polars.
That's a smart call. I mean, you don't want to go into the play not knowing what you're doing. Take a timeout here with 1:43.
Dan, do you have total confidence in the offense right now and going for the touchdown?
I think you have to go for the touchdown here.
So you say forget about the short 22, 23-yard field goal?
I don't know the kicker very well. Do we have a history on the kicker? Is he?
Their kicker is done pretty well.
I say either way here, you go for the points. Right now the Polars have the momentum. Mahtomedi, the Zephyrs look a little bit tired out there.
Will George has not missed on field goals.
Never missed.
Well, he's 2 for 2 on field goals and 10 of 12 on PATs, so it's about a 90% chance that he'd make the field goal. And there's about a 30% chance you're going to get the touchdown here.
Well, knowing the coach, I think
he's going for the touchdown, absolutely. I'm just trying to cause controversy, get something stirred up here. And head coach going to chat with his players, Jim Hansa, 3rd year of head coach at North St. Paul.
Wasn't a head coach before this. Seems to be putting together a pretty good team for the future. What good-looking sophomores.
And it's going to be really close to the 1st down, folks. Waiting on the measurement. And even if you didn't get it, you're forcing Mahtomedi to go 97, 98 yards for a touchdown and chance to tie it up. 1:39 to go in the opening half. 8-0. North St. Paul.
Looks like the Twins and the Yankees score.
What was that? 8-1, 9-1?
9-1, I think.
That was cute. What money can buy. And the ball is going to be turned over on downs to the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Risky call. Now maybe you do kick the 3-pointer.
Well, you see, that's what I said all along, Kyle. They should have went for the field goal.
Now you're saying that. And I don't know.
It's easy to second guess. I think he made the right choice by going for it.
Like I told Coach earlier that the field goal kicker, David Needham for Henry Sibley, actually the coach called it to not kick the 23-yarder to put Hill Murray out of the chance of winning the ball game on homecoming a couple weeks back. But they deferred and they went for it, and they ended up getting the ball back luckily and had a chance to win it 21-14.
A little different situation in this case with it being just before halftime, but absolutely in a situation like that you have to go for the for sure points.
And I think Will George is a pretty good kicker. He's only had 2 field goal tries, but he's made them both. So I'll give him a chance to kick the 3rd one and give yourself a 2-score lead before the half, 11-0. 1:05 and running to go in the opening half. Bogle, quick hit, and there's some room. Nice head of steam there by Ryan Gunderson. He's a senior, 6'2", $175. Less than a minute to go now in the opening half. 8-0. Mahtomedi trying to get something rolling here late in the half. Bogle. Near side wide receiver number 12, Carl Smith. And in a hurry-up offense, the quick hit up the middle is not what I would exactly draw up on the board.
Well, we'll see what they can do with the ball here.
Do you just think they're trying to ride it out and get back? Because they're getting the ball right away in the third quarter. Try to say, we'll bite it and say it's 8-0 at the half?
I think in this situation, with any time left, being down by 8 points, I would probably try to move the ball down the field.
And maybe get that so-called field goal I'm talking about.
That's right.
But looks like the clock's going to run out here about 10 seconds to go. And Mahtomedi doesn't look like they're in a hurry.
Looks like Mahtomedi called the timeout here.
With 7.6 seconds to go, maybe they just want to converse the halftime talk a little bit early.
Well, we know they wasted much too much time to try any plays here.
Yeah, they're at the 32-yard line, and they are 68 yards away with 7 seconds. So there's only one play of getting into scoring range. That's a catch and run for a touchdown.
I think they're talking about where they're going to go for dinner after this.
Maybe. I already got that planned.
Head on down to Taco John's there on McKnight Avenue.
Let's see if Mahtomedi is going to throw a Hail Mary here.
Yeah, I can't figure out what they would be talking about.
And Kevin Bogle. See if they're going to run the ball here and take it to the half, or they're going to throw it deep. Bogle's going to call his own number for about a 3-yard gain, and that will end the first half.
Quarterback sneak, but he was about...
Quarterback sneak, he just want to maybe get a first down and add that to the stats.
Yeah, pad the stats up. He was roughly 60 yards short of the touchdown. But.
Yep. And the first half ends with the Polars on top 8-0, Dan.
Not a bad half for Polar fans.
Pretty efficient game. They could have had a few more points on the board, but they're up 8-0, and they have pitched a shutout. 24 down, 24 to go.
Punters are getting the exercise today.
Pretty good punting and pretty good punt returning so far by Riley Adams. Good running either by Jackson or Isaiah Lowe. And Tim Daniels also. So it's 8-0 at the half. We'll be back after these messages on Location TV 19. 8-0, North St. Paul. Welcome back. We're about ready to start the second half here, about 1 minute away from the second half kickoff, which will be North St. Paul kicking away to Mahtomedi, because Mahtomedi deferred to the second half. 8-0 at halftime, North St. Paul.
When I was playing, I always liked to, I always like to get the ball in the second half. You never know what can happen in the first half, but for sure you want the ball in the second half, whether you're winning or you're losing.
See if they can counter that 8 points. Very good play call in the opening half. Went for the 2-point conversion. In a funny formation, all the guys were lined up left. And Jake Bordeaux, sophomore, backup quarterback, threw a wide open back. So touchdown, 8-0. And a little bit of stats here quickly. 25 carries for 69 yards for North St. Paul. And 2 of 2 for 38 yards passing for Brandon Johnson, and a touchdown to Brian Rode. 107 total yards for North and 82 total for the Zephyrs on 21 carries for 82 yards and 0 of 2 passing. Gunderson, 2 carries for 20 yards for North. 29 for 29 for Bogle, and 9 for 27 for Zitzer. Looks like Gunderson will probably get a few more carries here in the second half, and as well he probably should when at a 10-yard average.
Yeah, running the ball really well tonight. I expect to see the Zephyrs come out and show us how they can play football. They look pretty pumped up now. I bet they got a good talking to at halftime.
Wally Malmstrom, head coach of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, had a really, really good football team last year. Graduated quite a few, and in the gradual process, some will hate to say it, the rebuilding process, but it's kind of is. But still a pretty decent football team here, and trying to get to 4-3 and to finish the regular season in a strong note. And North, 2-4, needs this one here to get to 3-4 to get back in the middle of the pack.
Did you hear the wind slam that door like that?
Unbelievable. 40-mile-an-hour wind.
40-mile-an-hour winds out here tonight.
And hopefully the Gophers can hold on to win. They are up 14-0. Excited.
Yeah, I think the Gophers will hang on. They'll hang on, come 7-0.
And that'll give them some national respect.
That they deserve.
Absolutely.
But here's the game we're concentrating on tonight.
And it's 8-0 North, about ready to kick it away to start the second 24-minute session. And it will be Will George, and he puts the boot to it, a squib kick style, and bouncing over the head.
Another great Polar's bounce.
Good kick. Must be a rubberized ball there, and a nice return, though. Far side, out to the 44-yard line, is Nathan Calderon.
I hear the
He's
coaches yelling, "Go Nate!"
6'3", tall, lanky, 160 pounds, sophomore. Nice return.
That's Will George's technique there. It works. It's worked so far for the Polars.
It worked good, but a 30-yard return. Nice run by Calderon. 44-yard lines will start out here with Bogle. Kevin Bogle. 29 yards rushing in the opening half. And there is
right
nothing doing. He got crushed.
Jake Sikora.
Jake Sikora.
Sorry, Jake.
I'm just going to imagine, I think that's either Leah Sikora's brother or cousin, a volleyball player. North St. Paul Polars are 12-0 in the conference in volleyball. Dan.
Wow.
Very good team.
Go North.
They've only lost one time so far this year. And that was to Tartan in a non-conference tournament. And Bogle. Quick hit up the middle. Nothing doing. Maybe about a yard. But North standing strong on the defensive line. Garza the ball carrier. 3rd and 9, Dan.
I would have expected a little more pizzazz out of him coming out of the half, being down 8-0.
Time for some trickery.
I think we'll see a pass here.
Near side, Carl Smith. They've only attempted at him once. Let's see if they get going here. Near side, wide receiver number 12.
Well, they'll keep it on the ground.
And it's not going to work for the first down. Guy keeps on working. At about the 49-yard line. 4th and 5, Dan.
4th and 5, you got to kick it here.
When would you say that they might change their game plan if they have nothing going?
I'd say only down 8-0. They can, obviously they want to move the ball down the field now, but they don't have to start panicking until about the start of the 4th quarter.
10 to go.
As long as the Polars don't score anymore. Polars score again, they should worry now.
The Polars try to get something going here. Up 8-0. Christian gets away a good boomer, but returnable.
That'll be returned.
And there's Riley Adams. He's stopped at the 29, close to the 30. Decent return, though, for Riley Adams. Average is slowly going down.
Is that his third or fourth now?
That's his fourth punt for about 42 yards. No, fourth for about 57 yards. She's about 14 yards
So
off.
I should be bold and say about 10.7 yards a carry?
That's about 14 yards of return. Pitch outside to Travis Jackson. He gets away.
Gets around the corner.
And he's going to get about a 5-6 yard run after he was stuffed for nothing.
Kid's quick.
Kept his feet moving, all Roger Craig. And, just keep your legs moving, churning and yearning.
Churning and yearning.
2nd and 4 for the Polars. Hey, I think it's time here for a pass, Dan.
Well, I'm all about the big plays.
Time to get them guessing here, guessing a run.
We've seen the Polars do it once already this game, so.
They've been successful on both passes. And there's a first down and more. Looked like a face mask, but they'll let it go. Isaiah Lowe.
Working hard on that carry.
And a 13-yard run for Isaiah Lowe. Refusing to go down. And Brandon Johnson under center. 2 for 2 passing. And he fumbles the football.
I think Mahtomedi might have got that one.
And it looks like they did as of right now. And they do.
Zephyrs ball. That's tough.
So each team has now turned the ball over. 8:43 to go in the third quarter. 8-0 North St. Paul. The Zephyrs have a short field now to work with, 48 yards away from possibly tying this one up.
Turnovers usually turn into scores, so we'll see what happens here for the Zephyrs.
And now is when they can just go back to their bread and butter, smash them all football. Don't need to take chances when you're in their territory.
Nice little pitch to the outside.
Pitch. Barely gets away, and it's a first down. Looks like close.
That's Eric Garza.
Garza getting the ball here in the second half. That'll be really close to a first down. Let's see a spot.
Looks like they might measure it.
And they're the officials are getting together to see on the spot, exact spot. And they are going to measure. Little communication problem there between the refs.
We love the refs, though, don't we? Good guys they are.
They've been good to the Vikings so far. 5-0. Bye week this week for the Vikings.
These particular refs here?
Yeah.
NFL refs as well. Nice.
These guys are
busy guys.
I can't believe they're coming all the way to North St. Paul to do this game.
Well,
but
it's a big game between the Zephyrs and the Polars.
Yep. North St. Paul getting back to 3 and 4 will be, right in contention to get move the way up the Classic Suburban Conference. They do not want to fall down to the bottom.
Well, they got next week they have coming up against Richfield.
And Richfield.
Is it almost a gimme?
Yeah, it should be. It's at Richfield. Richfield obviously is going to want to win on the last game of the season at home. But it's a game, if North St. Paul shows up, they will win that game. So, see if they can take care of business here on their home field, their last home game of the regular season, and maybe their last home game of the season, depending on the seeding, and if they take care of this one and Richfield next week.
And the fans recognize that possibility that it could be their last game because they've turned out tonight.
That's good to see.
Even with the Gophers game on.
Yeah, even with the Gophers game on and a lot of people jumping on the Chicago Cubs bandwagon. The Cubbies are playing tonight, game 3, at Florida against former Minnesota Twin Mark Redmond. A lot of former Twins right now still playing ball. David Ortiz hitting home runs.
Looks like we got somebody down.
And an injured player here for the Zephyrs. See who is bent over here. Doesn't appear to be too serious. And number 31 is getting up. Joe Custerman, sophomore D-back and running back. Nope, that's wrong. That's North St. Paul.
Walking off on his own power.
Number 31 is Ryan Gunderson.
Glad to see him up.
Up under his own power and walking away. 35-yard line now, second down and about 7. And a first down and more.
Wow.
One step away from taking to the house.
He dropped it, but he picked it back up. That's number 30,
Alex Ide. First time Ide scared the ball tonight, I believe. He's a sophomore. Could have had a steam there. It was one step away from possibly getting this one to a 2-point conversion tie ball game. 7:45 to go in the third quarter. 8-0 North St. Paul at Polar Field. I'm Kyle Williams alongside of Dan Riggs for On Location.
Looking for Bogle to throw a pass here. Nope.
And that dancing
little face mask. See if the refs caught that one.
Tackled by number 35. There is no number 35.
Number 36.
It was number 36. Bill Ryan.
Bill Ryan, he got away with one there. He had his hand inside Carrier's face mask.
Gophers 14-0 at halftime. Let's see if they can knock out the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Not so mighty, they've lost 2 games in a row. And still working.
Still motoring. Still going for forward yards.
Close to a first down, folks. Garza keep working. Third down and about a yard.
See, and this is what Mahtomedi has to do here. I mean, they have to. If they want to stay in the ball game, they have to score here. At least some points, even if it's 3. It'll give the team some confidence. Defense will come out. Hopefully, in the eyes of the Zephyrs, stop the Polars.
And after the touchdown, possible touchdown, you go for 2 to tie it up, most likely. And that's a first down. And will be first and goal. It will be first down and goal. First and goal for the Zephyrs at the 9-yard line of the North St. Paul Polars. Halfway through the third quarter here, 8-0 Polars. See if they can hold the Zephyrs off the scoreboard. And Bogle.
Bogle takes it himself.
Bogle does a decent job getting away for a couple. About 4 yards, down to about the 5-yard line. Adam Williams on the stop.
Is that your brother, Kyle?
I think it is. I'm Kyle Williams. We got a couple Williams out there. We got Adam Williams and Nick Williams.
Make it a family affair.
2nd and 5. 2nd and goal from the 5. 5:25 to go. Bogle.
Take it up the middle
Quick
again.
Hit.
Oh, just
shy.
stopped.
Eric Garza keep on getting the ball. We've been working him pretty heavily here in the third quarter.
Done a fine job so far.
He's done a nice job. He's had a couple 6, 7, 8-yard runs. Josh Otto leading the conference in passing. Covered Hill Murray. Hill Murray only has 1 loss on the season. That is the Henry Sibley. Daryl Davenport's Henry Sibley Warriors. 1,140. That looks like a touchdown for the Zephyrs. And it is a touchdown, 8-6, with 4:39 to go in the third quarter. Was that the quarterback sneak?
That was he took it himself.
And Bogle is on the board. And here is decision time now for Wally Malmstrom.
Yeah, this is a tough call here. I mean, you want the for sure point.
I say you got to go for it.
But you also want to tie up the game. You miss, you're down by 2. You make the extra point, you're still down by 1. I would say that you have to at least try for it here.
Yeah, you got to go for 2, hoping that one more score will win the ball game for you and, shut them out the rest of the ball game. Both teams are thinking that way.
Vogel keeping himself
Vogel
again.
is going to be in for the 2-point conversion and tying it up at 8-8. Vogel with the 8 points on the touchdown run and the 2-point conversion, 8-8. 4:39 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly what Mahtomedi needed right there.
Very efficient drive.
If they want to be in this ball game, that'll pump their defense up. Defense can maybe come out and shut down the Polars.
North St. Paul, first week of the season, lost to a very good Hill Murray team, 14-13. Talked to Coach earlier. He said that they went for the 2-point conversion and the win. Backfired on them, but very gutsy first game of the season. And they lost to Tartan week 2, 27-18 in a tight ball game. St. Thomas Academy, they were victorious, 28-21. Lost to South St. Paul in a convincing fashion, 31-10. Edged out St. Paul Central, 25-24. And lost to Assembly last week, 26-20. And Christian is ready to kick it away to the North St. Paul Polars. And a good booming kick. And it's going to be returned at about the 2-yard line by Jackson.
That's Travis Jackson.
Travis Jackson's got a good head of steam going out to about the 28-yard line. And a 26-yard return. Good booming kick by Kristen. Score of Mahtomedi's season so far. They won at Richfield 33-14. They lost to Henry Sibley 34-13. Lost to Hill Murray on a tough one, a late touchdown by Hill Murray, 27-24. Beat Tartan 21-19. Beat St. Thomas Academy 13-10, and lost to South St. Paul in a tight defensive struggle, 14-9. And there's Isaiah Lowe getting back in the mix. Kind of an even supply of 3 running backs for North St. Paul tonight.
They've been rotating him, yeah, like you said, pretty evenly. And it seems to have been working, if for nothing else, to open up the passing game a little bit. We haven't seen it too much tonight, but
I think it's time for a pass because they've done the 2 for 2 so far. 38 yards. And looking for a flag on that one.
Jackson.
Travis Jackson, quick scat back.
Well, I tell you, he's got a motor that won't quit.
And about a 10-yard run for Travis Jackson and a first down for the Polars out to the 40.
They might just keep running the ball here, and they do.
And there is Lowe. Lowe with another first down for the Polars. Get about 11 yards there on first down for another first down. He's a tough back to tackle when he gets in the open field.
Back-to-back
I know from
first
experience.
Down. No. You know from experience what, Kyle?
That he'd run over me. I wouldn't even take him on.
He's quick. You know, he probably wouldn't run over you. He'd probably just dance around you.
I have deceiving speed.
We saw you out there dancing at the halftime there with the girls' dance line.
True. Isaiah Lowe back to the grindstone.
Nice answer by the Polars here in the situation.
Take up some clock here. Run the ball down their throat. In motion. Quick hit outside to Jackson. And he is going to be cut down for nothing. Taken out of bounds.
He ran 30 yards laterally.
And that was a hard run for nothing. And let's see what North's going to do here on third down and long, 3rd and 8. I don't know. I think it's time to pass.
How many consecutive running plays have we had in a row? Do we
Probably
know?
about 14 or so.
Too many.
Yeah. Methodical.
Air the ball out a little bit. Yeah, well, Coach for the Polars said that's what he was going to do today.
And Jackson in motion. And he's going to pass. He listened to me, and he's got
time.
Whoa, that one sailed on him.
He overthrew that by about 8 or 9 yards.
Yeah, Brandon Johnson kind of airmailed that one. Mike Richter was the intended receiver. He's a sophomore.
That'll bring on the punting team.
And let's see if they're punting can pin him inside the 20.
We expect to see another squib kick from George here, I think.
And it's Rostron is back. He's their punter. Rostron is the punter, and Will George has the kicking duties. Rostron has had a couple of good boomers, a 58-yarder earlier. And Rostron gets away another good one, and it's returnable, though, to number 21.
Oh.
And the Zephyrs are wanting a late hit on that one.
It might have been a little bit of a late hit there. No flag as of yet.
No. And Nick Bartholomew was the return man for the Zephyrs.
Looks like the Zephyrs are short one guy on the field.
2:24 to go in the third quarter. Deadlocked at 8. 8-8. North St. Paul struck first. And went for the two-point conversion. And the Zephyrs just scored recently. A touchdown by Kevin Bogle, the quarterback. And he scored on a two-point conversion to tie it up. Touchdown for the Polars was running back Brian Rode. 24-yard touchdown pass from Brandon Johnson. Nice play. And Johnson did try his third pass, but he missed that one. He's 2 of 3 for 38 yards. And Bogle is 0 of 2 passing, but he's ran for 40-plus yards. Oh, nice tackle there. Brought down by Jake Sikora. Okay. Brad Markford was on the stop. Getting late here in the third quarter. I mean, 3rd and 6 from their own 15-yard line. Key play here. Don't want to give the Polars too good a field position here.
Either way, it's a huge mental pickup for the Polars. If they can stop them here.
The game's biggest play. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Bogle looking deep.
There's it out.
For Carl Smith, and Carl Smith about 4 yards shy of that one. And it's punting time for the Zephyrs.
Bogle certainly has an arm on him, though. I think that the Zephyrs should utilize that a little bit more.
He had a very strong throw, but he didn't air it up quite enough for Carl Smith.
Looked like he had a little bit of pressure on him. He had to get rid of it. I think if I'm the Zephyrs, I'm going to use his arm a little bit more coming up when we get the ball back.
0 for 3 passing for Bogle. Running the ball efficiently. And the Polars should get pretty good field position here with Riley Adams, the return specialist back there for his 5th punt return. 5 punts headed his way, barring a non-fake punt. Ooh, and he's down.
And he's
it's not quite a safety, but the punter goes down.
About at the 1 yard line.
Brian Christen falls down inside the 2 yard line, more like at the 1 yard line.
A lot of guys falling down. It must be slippery out there tonight.
And all I'm going to say, the Polars are probably going to run the football right now, Dan.
I'm thinking before, I think you're right about the running, yeah, but I'm thinking before Mahtomedi heads to Simley, maybe they should all replace some of the cleats in their, they can't wear metal.
No.
Can't wear metal cleats, so maybe they need to buy a new pair.
Looks like maybe Isaiah Lower will be quarterback sneak. It will be the quarterback sneak by Brandon Johnson, and waiting for the confirmation on the touchdown. and they are not going to give it to him.
It's a nice stand. Goal line defense for the Zephyrs.
They'll keep the clock running here. About 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. All knotted up at 8-8. Tight ball game here. Not much trickery on the offense either way, except for the two-point conversion by the Polars. Is the only
shocking play that I saw so far, and it seemed to work. Maybe a little more trickery is what the Polars and the Zephyrs need.
And Brandon Johnson, and that one's got to be a touchdown, and there it is. Polars touchdown.
Polars fans are
Brandon
going crazy.
Johnson gives the Polars a 14-8 lead with 20.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. So we'll see if they go for the PAT. Looks like they will try to kick this one with Jake Bordeaux is the holder. And we are getting hooked up with the hot dogs and popcorn tonight and soda. They're treating us very well here at North St. Paul, so it's going to be hard for me not to cheer for North now.
It's not hard at all for me to cheer for North.
And here's Will George, his first time to kick the ball today, and he buries that one. Lines it through Will George.
Blitz the uprights.
Will George now has 17 points on the season and is now 11 for 13. Pretty efficient kicking job for Will. And 15-8 with 20.3 seconds to go in the quarter.
This is what we talked about earlier. The Zephyrs, they're going to need to come out striking now. They're going to have to. They have a lot of work ahead of them. Now it's crunch time for them coming up on the fourth quarter here.
Yep, you can ill afford to get down by any more than 7 if you were the Zephyrs right now. What do you say?
Absolutely.
If you don't score now, we'll get something going, and North goes down and scores. Even a field goal. And North St. Paul, the girls, are victorious in soccer over the Egan girls. Very good Egan team. Goes down to North. Good win for North. Next week, next Thursday is the big rematch. Tartan versus North St. Paul in girls volleyball.
That is the big one.
It's at North, so Tartan's gunning for them.
North St. Paul and
North is 12-0, and Tartan is 11-1.
Thanks.
And Will George set to kick it out from the 40.
Random happy people walking by offering us things.
I'm going to leave here about 3 pounds heavier, which probably isn't a bad thing. Will George ready to kick it away. Squib kick again, and it's high bouncer. He knows that rubber ball. And it's going to bounce all the way by him, and it's going to be a touchback. Unbelievable. Will George, let's check that ball. Let's check that ball for Cork.
It's not Sammy Sosa.
Can't fans just ever forget that happened in June, for crying out loud, and people are still bringing out the Cork signs. 17.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Zephyrs probably will run the ball here, and that will end the third quarter.
Take a second to recoup, figure out what they're going to do. A couple of bad plays on special teams here.
Could be a log jam here at 3-4 with a victory tonight by the Polars. And a nice run outside there. Oh, nice upcut.
And he's still moving.
Eric Garza is getting adjusted the carries right now for the Zeps, and he's running all over the field.
He's got some wheels. I mean, he's been doing it all day long. They can put that in combination with the passing game.
Garza out to about the 43-yard line, and that will end the third quarter, folks, with the North St. Paul Polars on top at home, 15-8. Any comments, Dan?
Yeah, I'd say it's the end of the third quarter now.
So we have 36 minutes down, 12 to go. That means we're 75% done.
Just about done. Then we get Taco John's over at the North St. Paul TJ's.
Well, 15-8 North looking to stand here. The Zeps trying to tie it up. The touchdown in PAT. Great. And we'll be back after these messages.
You'd never know it on the battlefield, but nearly half of today's military are National Guard and reservists. However, they can't answer our nation's call without their employer's support. If you're an employer, visit esgr.org and find out how to do your part. After all, their response depends on yours.
Welcome back to North St. Paul High School. We're playing football, classic suburban conference style on location, TV19. I'm Kyle Williams alongside of Dan Riggs.
Pretty good game so far here tonight, Kyle.
And there's Garza again. Garza going to get another first
corner.
down, folks. Man, this kid's running all over the place right now. Where was he in the first half?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that the Zephyrs are happy he's showing up now.
I'm not sure he was in the mix in the first half. I think they went mostly with Zitzer, 9 carries for 27 yards, 3 yards of pop, not bad. But it looks like Garza got more pop. He's got a couple first down runs.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's nice to be able to switch off backs like that. I mean, you have 2 fresh backs, one for the first half, one for the second half, which compares with North St. Paul because they also have many backs that they can look to at any time.
Looks like Mahtomedi is going to be somewhere in the 50 carry range at the end of this ball game.
North St. Paul has to be close. Both teams running the ball a lot.
Both teams have only thrown 3 attempts, I believe, passing-wise. North, 2 of 3 for 38 yards, and Mahtomedi yet to complete a pass over 3.
Over 3, right? They've had a couple of nice-looking passes, but just weren't able to connect on them.
47-yard line for the Zephyrs. First down and 10. Just into the last quarter here, fourth quarter, barring overtime. And Bogle under center in Polar territory. Bogle is going to pass for the 4th time. Cut for Carl Smith, the first catch. He's going to be close to the first down, a couple yards shy. About an 8, close to 9-yard gain. First time Carl Smith's been connected with.
See, that's what you call a confidence builder right there. Now, he was 0 for 3. He's got his first completion right there. I expect to see him pass the ball a little bit more. With every catch, with every completion, he's going to pick up a little more confidence. And frankly, the Zephyrs just don't have time to run the ball anymore.
Coming into the ball game, Travis Jackson for North had 427 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 5.5-yard average. He's probably somewhere in the 50-yard range tonight, Travis Jackson. And Bogle looking to pass again, Dan. And will they throw it? And no, they're not going to throw it.
No flag on the play.
And there is a flag?
There is no flag.
No flag.
Looks like there might have been a little contact there, but not enough for the refs to call it.
Intended for Pat Gretsch. Third down and 2. Short. It's 2-down territory now, what do you say, Dan?
Absolutely.
Inside the 40?
Absolutely.
So just burst it up the middle for 1. If you don't get it on the 1, you got to go for the first on 4th. And that'll be a first down. First down and a couple more there for Bogle.
Right now it's all Kevin Bogle. I mean, he scored the 8 points on their last drive. Got a completion.
Nothing fancy, just
picked up the first down.
1 step back and 1 step forward. I'm going at you. Clock crank back up.
Yeah, he's done that a few times tonight. I would have expected the Polars defense to pick up on it a little bit more, but their big Zephyrs' big offensive line just seems to be overpowering their defense.
There's Garza keeping it rolling. Nice tackle, textbook tackle by Riley Adams. He can punt return and he can tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and Williams is lucky he wrapped him up because, I mean, with Garza's legs, he's like a crazy man.
Doesn't stop going until he's down. 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 15-8 North St. Paul. The Polars on top. at home on senior night, parents' night tonight. October 10th, 10:10. Beautiful night tonight. Game time was about 70 degrees and very little wind out there, so that's good. Bogle
will take it
busted
again.
play, but he's going to get a nice gain out of it.
Tackles.
And he's shy of the first down by about a yard or so. Busted play, gets about 6. And 4th and short, Dan.
Well, obviously they go for it here. I mean, they have the momentum. Vogle's doing a great job. All they have to do is get Vogel to.
Key time for North St. Paul to step up here on D.
Looks like it's actually 3rd down and 2.
Getting ahead of myself a little bit here. 3rd down and 2.
But if they were 4th down, I think they should still go for it. They'll get it here.
Bogle.
There's Bogle. Oh, lost the football. But
and they're going to call him down before he lost the football. And that one is going to be close.
Might have to measure this one.
And officials getting together, see if they will need to measure this one or they will signify the first down. Two minutes into the last quarter here, 4th quarter, 15-8. And they'll call it a first down for the Zephyrs.
That's big for the Zephyrs. That continues their momentum. They have to score here.
24-yard line. Definitely got to get one on the board here, folks. And waiting on the all-important PAT. Both teams scored on the touchdowns and 2-point conversions early. North was up 8-0 at half. Very good defensive first half. And they decided not to kick this short field goal. Rogel's going to keep running.
Take it again.
Busted play and
takes
it
a
works
big hit.
out. About a 6-yard pop there for Brandon Rogel.
I could hear that all the way up here.
Kevin Bogle, 6'2", he goes by 180. Senior. He's got to be around the 60-yard mark.
And he looks like he's like he's been in school for 4 years. He seems to be able to take leadership of this team.
Good-sized quarterback.
Switching some guys up now. Looks like there's a blitz on.
And quick hit right up the middle.
Nice run.
Nice run. Looked like Ryan Gunderson.
So they continue to spread the ball around a little bit there in the backfield.
And good to see Ryan Gunderson back in the ball game. He went down earlier. Obviously, he's doing fine. He has a nice 8-yard run there.
Yeah, it looked like maybe he had knocked the wind out of himself earlier in the first half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line for the Zephyrs. So their next destination is the end zone. Let's get them 1 point away from the tie. And down is the call. Another fumble. Mahtomedi getting a little dangerous there down in the end zone. The red zone there. Time to put that ball away, Dan.
I bet they can't wait to get out of this far end of the end zone. They haven't had much luck down there.
Key stand right now for the Polars.
Polars can stop them here. It's going to be tough for the Zephyrs.
Could we possibly be talking overtime, Dan?
Nobody ever wants to talk overtime, Kyle.
Arlen's mad right now. And here is inside the 5, down around the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Zephyrs.
Still short.
Huge play right now.
Yeah, this is big. This is big for the Polars.
You want to keep it simple, run hard up the middle. You're going to have 2 cracks at it because you're obviously going to want to get the touchdown. With 7.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, 15-8 North St. Paul on top of the Zephyrs. The Zephyrs are at 3-3 in conference, and North St. Paul is at 2-4. Key game for both teams. Timeout by the Zephyrs with 7:26 to go in the 4th quarter. 15-8. Wally Malmstrom is the head coach of the Zephyrs. Got a 3-3 squad. A very young team.
You have to take your time out here. I mean, this is a huge play, probably the biggest play of the game so far right now for the Zephyrs.
Absolutely, and the Zephyr fans over there know that
there's the
key
Polar
play.
mascot missing a head.
North St. Paul. The Polars, big game for them tonight. Try to get to a 3-4 in the conference. Get right back in the thick of things there in the middle of the pack. Henry Sibley 6-0 in the conference. Hill Murray 5-1. South St. Paul 4-2. St. Thomas Academy 3-3. Mahtomedi 3-3. Tartan is 3-3. Simley 2-4. North St. Paul 2-4. And Richfield winless at 0-6. North St. Paul scored 114 points on the season, while allowing 143. Mahtomedi scored 113, so one less than North St. Paul going into tonight. And Mahtomedi has given up 118 points. So Mahtomedi's defense a little bit better than
Looks like
North
they have
St.
their
Paul in the
play
points.
faked here. Zephyrs are going to do the quarterback sneak.
And it's so close, but no cigar.
Still not in.
It's inside the 1 yard line, so it's definitely go time for the Zephyrs on 4th and goal with 7 minutes in running in the 4th quarter.
You have to give credit to the Polars defense here. I mean, they're just tough.
This is the play of the game, folks. Here it is. Let's hear the North St. Paul crowd get going nuts here.
They are going nuts. You can hear them.
And
Oh, and he fumbled it.
they're going to give him the touchdown. Kevin Bogle on the quarterback keeper. Touchdown, and it's 15-14, waiting on the pivotal PAT attempt. Will they go for the win? Will they go for the tie? Will they make it?
I know they don't have bonuses in high school here. But if they did, Kevin Bogle, wow. He has all the points for the Zephyrs so far this game, 14 points. He, of course, can't kick the extra point if that's what they're going for in this situation, which I think it probably is.
Looks like Kristen is ready to kick it. Number 9 for the Zephyrs. Brian Kristen. Holder is the quarterback. Bogle. Snap. Kristen kicks it and is no good. No good. Go
Wow.
crazy, North St. Paul fans. 15-14. There is still time for the Zephyrs, but a very key shank there on the
Wow.
PAT. Kind of hooked it.
And that's one of the things that you know, if you're a Zephyrs fan, you hope doesn't come back to hurt them, but most likely it will.
15-14 now. If North goes down and even puts on a field goal, I like to say these field goals doesn't happen very often in high school football. Something that, you know, the short field goals should maybe try a little bit more, but
Well, I'll tell you, if I'm the Zephyrs right now, it makes me a little bit gun shy, a little bit nervous to think about kicking a field goal.
But
after just missing a.
they'll have to try it though if they want to win. If they shut down North St. Paul's offense here, 6:48 crunch time. North on top. The line in the Pioneer Press today said North St. Paul by 2 at home, and right now it's 1. I'm just kidding. There is no line in high school football, but I just made up one. Very even teams here. North St. Paul feels they should win this ball game.
I'm still laughing about your Pioneer Press joke.
Ain't a good high kick by Kristen.
Jackson will take that one.
Travis Jackson.
Look, he's quick.
Jackson. Cut it up.
Nice
Spin.
moves. Nice little spin move. He's still up.
Out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Doing a little Barry Sanders pirouette there.
Wow.
Man,
He could be good.
For some of the people who've been slipping out there on, you know, normal, quick, straight-ahead moves, Jackson does not slip on spinning.
Maybe
on a
talk
dime.
to Jackson. Yeah, maybe the players, all the players, I mean, both teams have been slipping today. Maybe they should have a little meeting with Jackson.
Maybe he's got some kind of special shoe. Maybe we should check his shoe. .6:38 to go here. And here is Travis Jackson. He's going to keep going. Out to about the 40-yard line, about an 8-yard pop there on first down. Very efficient run.
I tell you, I'll let you check his shoes after the game. I won't be anywhere near his feet.
Thank you. I don't think I will either. On second thought.
Got
And
second and
somebody
2
threw
here.
a pop bottle onto the field for no apparent reason.
Well, it's the North fans helping them out. They thought they were thirsty.
And then some North kids get in trouble now on a deep pass. And his
Oh.
offensive pass interference is going to be called, and as
Wow, you got
well
to
should it be.
that was just blatant.
Randy Moss, yes, you're going to get called for that one every single time.
The young Randy Moss.
Oh, you saw the play developing the whole time.
We could have called that from the Holiday Station down the street.
Yeah, they had it at Super American,
Easy call, and back and North up now.
You know, the thing about that play was I don't think that he even had to push off on him. I think he might have caught the ball either way.
Definitely the cornerback has his back turned.
That'll bring him way back.
5:48 to go in the fourth quarter. 15-14 North St. Paul.
Looks like there's
Should be
some
third
confusion.
down.
Third down.
Loss of down on.
Scoreboard reflects 2nd and 16. I believe it's actually 3rd and 16.
And pitch outside to Jackson. He's going to be cut down and out of bounds. Time to punt it away for the Polars. 5:41 to go. North St. Paul going to kick it away to the Zephyrs. Zephyrs should get a pretty decent field position here again, Dan.
Fans are going crazy here. Some confusion about whether it's 3rd down or 4th down. But when there's a penalty like that with offensive interference, it's automatically a loss of down. Scoreboard reflects that now. All right, here we go.
Okay, we are ready to get back
down,
into
16.
the play here. Seems to be some confusion there.
Polars are going to
And
punt.
Rostron will kick it away and angle it out of bounds. We're going to get a good look at where it goes out, and it's going to go out at the 48-yard line, close to the 49. Good job of officiating. I'm officiating tomorrow. Got 3 middle school football games. So I'm going to be wearing the zebra suit tomorrow.
You're gonna have the zebra on. Nice.
So can't dog these guys too bad.
Yeah, you better be nice. You might be working with one of them.
Speaking of working with one, I'm working with one right here. Dan Riggs. Can hear him on KDWB.
Yeah, late nights on KDWB. Different kind of thing for me here doing the football. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I had to come back for my alma mater. This is great being back here in North St. Paul. Fans are getting a little rowdy here.
Gonna start checking these kids' pop bottles. Acting a little crazy. And the Zephyrs trying to counter. Bogle.
He's a one-man team.
Bogle's had to carry the ball about 20 times tonight for about 70 yards or so. Well, North St. Paul definitely can't be confused with what the Zephyrs are doing.
Going with the hurry-up offense here. drop
And
back
Rogel
pass. A little bit
way
of,
overshoots his
just
receiver.
overshot him. Wow.
Pat Gretsch.
You know, he hasn't. It looks like he's got a great arm. He hasn't been real sharp with his accuracy.
Yeah, he's keeping it tight, but he's got to lay it out there a little more for his receiver.
Either that, or he's got to get in the huddle and tell his receivers, look, you got to get quicker. You got to be faster.
Where is that 4.3 speed? Well, I have 4.6 speed.
Oh, let me check my notes. Oh,
5:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. North on top by a point, 15-14. Big play here, 3rd and 6 from the 46 of the Polars. And Rogel back to pass again, and that one's complete. Nice diving catch. And that is Troy Evangelist. He's a junior, 6'6", 216.
Did I hear you right? 6'6", 216. He's a big guy. Wonder if he plays some basketball too.
I was just going to ask that. I imagine he would. Bogle, under center, less than 5 minutes to go. Crunch time here. Quick hit up the middle and
Oh, and he's got some room to go. He could break this one open.
inside the 5-yard line, and 1st and goal for Ryan Gunderson.
That's a big play right there, Kyle. Big play. Zephyr's looking to come away with the lead here.
North looks like they'll have one chance here to either stuff them or one chance with the offense.
I think if they score the touchdown here, they the Zephyrs have to go for 2.
Yeah. Touchdown up the middle for Garza. Eric Garza, 6-footer, 185-pounder. He's a senior. He gives the Zephyrs a 20-15 lead here. North's been winning all game until late here. 4:24 to go. 20-15 key play here. Most likely it will be a 2-point conversion try for the Zephyrs.
And it's nice for Garza to get that touchdown because, I mean, he's been working so hard, especially this half. I think this was actually the first half that we've seen him, but he's been working so hard, picking up some good yardage. It's nice to get that pay dirt.
As much as Bogle is the most effective player on the game, I still got to give the game ball to Garza if Mahtomedi wins. For the way he's changed it up here in the second half. And there goes Garza, number 22, putting 22 points on the board for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. 22-15. North will get one chance here to get 7 on the board and either try to tie it up with the PAT or go for the win here at home.
Yeah, no, this is a tricky situation. Say the Polars do score here coming down at the end. What do? Do you kick the field goal? Do you go for 2 for the win?
They've already gone for the win on that 2-point conversion once, and it failed. So I think they'll try to go to, the general rule of thumb is at home you try to go to overtime, and on the road you go for the win.
We'll see what they decide. Hansa, like we said, Coach Hansa for the Polars, he's a little conservative. He might want to go for the point after. They have to score the touchdown first, though.
Absolutely. And Christian will do his best job of kicking it deep. He's done a pretty good job of it so far. He has one touchback.
Yeah, we have 2 very different kickers in the game.
Mahtomedi's
kicker can air it out, and we have, Polars kicker, little squibs. They go just as far.
Couple touchbacks each way. And Christian doesn't give himself much room to get going with the ball, about a 5-yard strive.
Well, he has a short leg, so.
Deep kick and a
wow.
touchback again for Christian. And the Polars will have to go 80 yards, Dan. 80 yards.
80 yards in 4.5 minutes. Well, I tell you, we're going to need to throw the ball a little bit more than they have been. I think we'll see that.
See if North opens it up here a little bit, or if they just try to get the first downs here.
There's some North
couple
fans,
of yards, a
painted faces.
couple of first downs. And a
Oh,
nice
got the
run. Looks like Isaiah Lowe for about 14 up to the 34-yard line. Isaiah Lowe carrying the load right now.
That sets up the Polars to maybe make a pass play or two here. Had they not gotten much on that run?
.4:15 to go in the fourth. Huge.
And we can hear the Mahtomedi coaches a little excited. They're in the same booth as us.
And
almost interception,
simultaneous possession. Good call by the referee. Juggled and out of bounds. Good D by Pat Gretsch.
And that's exactly what we expected, to see him pass the ball.
Just over 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 4:01 to go. Big sequence here for the Polars. Quick hit up the middle again. Out to the 40-yard line. Isaiah Lowe. Lowe, you got to keep running with Lowe right now. Working the workhorse.
Yeah, he seems to be doing a great job. I think maybe the Zephyrs are expecting a little more pass.
3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Brandon.
In motion.
Low. He'll get away for a yard or so, but it's decision time now for the Polars.
Well, you have to go for it here. Yeah, I think you have to go for it in this situation. 3 minutes is
clock still running.
Really very little time.
And it is go time for the Polars here. 3 minutes right now to go in the ball game.
4th and 4. I think the way they've been running the ball on this drive, I'm going to have to say they got to try another shot at running.
And there's a pitch to Travis Jackson. Jackson's going to cut, and he's going to be undercut. And this going to be. Looks like he's going to be just shy. What a job of tackling there.
You know you're in trouble when you see 4 or 5 of the yellow and gold jerseys.
He picked Jackson right off his feet. Waiting the key measurement here, folks. Zephyrs waiting for this one to see if they stood. The Polars. And they are short. Turnover on downs to the Mahtomedi Zephyrs at the 44-yard line. The Zephyrs go down and get some points on the board here, and this ball game is over.
They're pretty much happy about it. Less than 3 minutes left. They should be able to eat up the clock.
Absolutely smash them on football. That ain't going to go away what they're doing before. Keep working the ball to number 22, Eric Garza, and get him the game ball.
And the funny thing is, in the process of them trying to wind down the clock, they could give it to Garza. He could score another touchdown the way he's been running.
44 yards away right now. North has been so close so many times so far this season. See if they come away with this one. A very key game. Garza spins away and he's close to a first. You got about 7 or 8.
North must have called a timeout.
Good running by Garza. Inside the 40. 7-yard run for Garza. Keep working the ball to Garza. Polars call a timeout. Polars in trouble on their home field.
What looks to be their last home game here. For this season, at least.
Yeah, if they lose this one, they will not get a home playoff game. And Mahtomedi looking at taking this one out, going to 4-3, and possibly taking out Simley next week at home at Mahtomedi. So with this win, Mahtomedi should feel that they should end up at 5-3 and possibly jump into 4th place, or maybe a tie with South St. Paul for 3rd place. St. Thomas Academy, Mahtomedi, and Tartan are all at 3-3. Simley and North St. Paul are at 2-4. Richfield 0-6. Henry Sibley 6-0, and Hill Murray's 5-1. Bogle, 3 yards.
Like he's been doing all day. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Actually, it's not much of a sneak anymore, but.
And just shy of a 1st down, 3rd down and about a yard. Time out for the Polars again.
Again, before the 2-minute warning.
There is no 2-minute warning in high school football.
I know that.
But what is key now, 1st down here. 1st down here, and Mahtomedi, all they got to do is keep running the football, because Polars are down to 1 timeout, I believe. And you can't stop the clock, you don't have any timeouts.
Still 3 timeouts in high school football, right? Right. Yep, they would have 1 left then after this.
And the Zephyrs are just a yard away from the 1st down. Pretty good chance they'll run the football. And 2:22 on the game clock. And about 5 seconds left on the timeout clock. Good football game tonight. Both teams had chances of taking this one out. North kind of letting it slip away right now. See if they can come up with a huge defensive stand here on 3rd down and short for the Zephyrs. 1st down here would be pretty key, close to the knockout punch.
Both teams, they should both be really proud of themselves, though. I mean, at any given point in the game, the momentum, it's just shifted back and forth, and from one drive to the next, both teams have played really, really well.
And maybe that field goal is looking bigger now, huh, that they didn't kick?
I don't remember what you're talking about, Kyle.
And here is Bogle. 1 step, just going to kind of keep going. Here's a 1st down for Kevin Bogle and the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Mahtomedi. And the clock will crank up at 2:15 to go in the 4th quarter. One more 1st down in the game will be officially eliminated, just the kneel downs. Kevin Bogle, under center, less than 2 minutes to go now. Nearly fell down. He'll hand up to Garza. Garza will pick up the 1st down, and that's the ball game, folks. And he might go touchdown, Eric Garza. He's got 2, and now you got to give him the game ball, Dan.
It's what we talked about. I said,
And he's also approaching the 100-yard mark, I believe, of that one. Talked to the coach and confirm that. 33-yard touchdown run for Eric Garza. 28-15 now, and the Zephyrs will go to 4-3.
The Zephyrs messed around. They were just trying to run out the clock. Garza's so dangerous. Bowlers weren't careful. He scores another touchdown. Great 2nd half for him. He didn't even play in the 1st half.
I don't think he touched the ball in the 1st half. And he had to be right around 100 yards.
This game could have been a lot bigger for the Zephyrs than it actually was had he played the 1st half.
Brian Kristen, and he booms that one. That one looks good, and it is. It's 29-15. Mahtomedi on top. After it was 15-8. 21 unanswered for the Zephyrs here. Take a commanding lead here late in the ball game. 1:47 to go. North is ran out of gas tonight, Dan.
Yeah, it's tough to watch. But it happens. I mean, they played a great team in the Zephyrs. Mahtomedi, tough team tonight. Especially as soon as Garza started touching the ball. I mean, it was all over from there.
I wonder if they're going to work Garza more now down the stretch for Mahtomedi. If they're going to.
I think you have to. I mean, coming off of something like this, his confidence is through the roof right now. Bring him into a Simley team next week. that you know they could end up ending the season on a pretty good note. 2 wins.
Simley has given up the second most points in the conference, so maybe a chance for the Zephyrs to go to 5-3, finish up the season on top, on the winning mark.
5-3, not a bad record.
625 winning percentage.
Yep, it's not a bad record at all. Good math.
We have 12 guys.
And let's see if they catch this here. There is 12 guys on the field.
Yep, there's
And
the flag.
there it is, folks.
Doesn't much matter at this point, but
North will definitely try to make them kick that one away again because they only get out to about the 22, so definitely make them kick it again. You did lose 7 seconds on the kick, but it's time to make them kick it again. Hopefully they make a mistake in the coverage. (29-15), Mahtomedi Zephyrs on top of the North St. Paul Polars.
if you'd have told me at the beginning of the game that it would have been 29-15 Zephyrs, I would have told you were crazy, Kyle.
That's what most would say. Mahtomedi now has scored 142 points on the season, while allowing 133, so they've outscored the opponent by 9 points now, getting back on the plus side of the scoring. And on the plus side of the record, barring something crazy, 100 seconds to go, 140.
Century mark second-wise.
And they'll back them up to the 25-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty, Dan.
With this kid's leg, I mean, you know, he could probably still kick it through the uprights.
Christian. Did a nice job. He has a couple touchbacks tonight. He did hook one PAT, and he boomed that one, folks. Almost over the head. Fumbled by Travis Jackson. Retreating way back into the 10-yard line. He's cutting outside, though. Travis Jackson. Travis Jackson.
My goodness.
He's going to fall down. He might have taken that one to the house, folks. 38-yard line's where he falls.
That was a great run by Travis Jackson. Wow, that's just one of those situations where your legs can't quite keep up with your body.
Unfortunate, because North would have had a chance there to kick the extra point out of that touchdown and go for the onside kick. But
you know, Jackson's done a great job today, too. It would have been nice to see him break one open. Looks like the punt returner for Kansas City.
Dante Hall.
Dante Hall.
Man, that guy. 2 touchdowns returning the punts and 2 touchdowns returning the kickoffs. Some are even questioning that he might be. There we go, a pass.
That's a nice
Complete
pass, too.
inside the 35, down to the 32, and a big gain there.
So the Polars not taking this line down.
30-yard gain. 30-yard gain with Tim Daniels.
Some of the fans that started, some of the Polar fans that started to head out are on their way back in.
68 yards passing for Brandon Johnson. See, that's something they might want to start doing here more in the future, is throwing the football. Johnson does have a good arm. Been pretty on the mark.
As long as Jackson can get the ball like that and run out of bounds, keep stopping the clock. They still stop the clock in high school football, correct?
Correct, sir. 1:07 to go in the fourth quarter. North probably not going to win this game, but hopefully they can get a touchdown on the board here and at least go with something positive.
They're playing for confidence going into next week. They take on a Richfield team that they might not need much confidence for. I mean, they're 0-6.
And Johnson rolling out wide left, and he's gonna run it. And nice run for Johnson.
Pass wasn't there. He just hung on to the ball. Did a nice job of avoiding some of the defenders and got out of bounds.
And he's just shy of the first down by about a yard with 57 seconds to go in the ball game. Third down and a yard. The Golden Gophers look like they're going to beat Michigan. They'll put them at 7-0, and people may be talking about Rose Bowl and possible national championship.
Rose Bowl for the Gophers, Super Bowl for the Vikings.
We'll take it. Minnesota Twins, my Twins had a heck of a year. Came up short to the New York Yankees, but it's the New York Yankees we're talking about. And looks like he's shy of the first down. Fourth down and about a yard and a half.
We've been in this situation before.
This will be the official knockout punch. If they get turned away here, might mean they can just kneel on the ball and end the ball game in that fashion.
Go home and enjoy their victory tonight.
Two total different halves, folks. North 8-0 the first half, and this half 29-7 in favor of the Zephyrs.
I think the biggest difference is the running backs for Mahtomedi, like night and day. Garza came out in the second half and just exploded.
Not taking anything away from Zitzer. He did a fine job. 9 for 27, not bad. 3 a pop. But Garza, very explosive. Very tough to bring down.
Very nice job,
Quick.
yep. Quick and tough. I mean, he can get around the ends. He'd break you up the middle.
Here it is, the last gasp for the Polars. Johnson, he'll give it outside to Travis Jackson. First down, and he'll be out of bounds about the 21, about the 20.
That'll stop the clock again. Time for another play.
3-yard gain for Travis Jackson. Pretty good ball game for Travis Jackson tonight. But
well, when we talked to the coaches at the beginning of the game, both sides of the ball said that they were going to, just keep running. And that's what they did tonight.
44 seconds to go. See if Brandon Johnson takes a shot at the end zone here with 44 seconds.
I expect to see maybe a...
And Brandon back to pass. He is going to bomb it deep.
A little bit of mistiming on both the defender and the
coverage over there by Ian Arvison.
Their excuse after the game will be the sun got in their eyes, right?
Yeah. What great weather we've been having this last week. 80-degree weather in October. Not like the El Nino of a couple years ago, but we'll take it. Second and 10 from the 20-yard line. Polars trying to get something on the board here to finish the game. And a positive note, nice lob pass towards the end zone, leaping and incomplete.
Is there a flag on the play? No flag?
Looks like we have no flags. 32.2 seconds to go. The Polars have 2 more cracks at getting 10 yards.
Polars squeezing every last second out of their last game in here at North St. Paul's Field. Let's make up a name for this field here. Polar Field?
Yeah, there should be a different name. Should be like somebody's name or...
Yeah.
And
broken play.
Johnson.
Still got a lot of time. Oh, big hit, but he hangs on to the ball. Wow.
What do they call him there? Completion to Travis Jackson at about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I don't understand what the flag is for. It can't be... Oh, did he hit him?
Well, that'll just probably make it from the 12-yard line to about the 6-yard line. They'll probably give him the pass interference is the call. Completion to Travis Jackson did a heck of a job of catching the football.
Yeah, that was a big hit that he took and was able to hang on to the ball. So.
Should be first and goal at about the 6-yard line. The Gophers are absolutely routing Michigan, 28-7. Glenn Mason's got his squad looking sharp. All like Mike Tice's club. 7-0
Here we go.
Gophers,
Time's
5-0
running out.
Mike's. Here's a quick hit. Travis Jackson looks like he's got some open. Spinning
Nice little spin move there.
inside the 5, about the 5.
And
Do they have a timeout left?
that should just about end the game.
They will not call a timeout, and that will end the ball game with North
Nice job by
losing
both teams
at home,
tonight.
29-15 to the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. Thanks for coming out, Dan.
Thanks for having me, Kyle. Great to watch a good football game like this. I mean, it was, you know, in the first half, you thought that it was going to be all polars, but they turned around. Zephyrs came back in the second half.
Shutout in the first half, 29 in the second half, 29-15 total. For the Zephyrs go to 4-3 in conference, and the Polars fall to 2-5. Last game was at Richfield. Should win that one, so North should go to 3-5. Mahtomedi should go to 5-3 to finish the regular season, and waiting on the playoffs starting on October 21st, a Tuesday. Alongside of Dan Riggs, I'm Kyle Williams. On Location TV 19 brought you 1 semi-pro football game, 2 high school football games, and 6 volleyball games this